Hello and welcome to episode 2 of Channel Anime, the anime review show. I'm John. This time I'll be taking a look at a series that, even though it's only 3 episodes old as of this recording, has easily become my favorite of the current season. I'm talking about Coppelion. Say it with me. Based on a manga of the same name, Coppelion is set at least 30 years after Tokyo has been massively irradiated by a mysterious catastrophe and made inhospitable to human life. The series follows Ibara, Taiko, and Aoi, collectively known as Coppelion, a trio of genetically engineered teenagers created by the Ground Self-Defense Force, and designed to be immune to radiation, as they search the city for survivors armed only with genetically enhanced abilities, an injection gun, and a very limited quantity of a cure-all called Aether. Yes, I realize it sounds like it should be called Schoolgirls of the Apocalypse, but trust me, it's actually really good. Now, getting into the characters, we have Ibara, the stern, serious one of the group, who has genetically enhanced athletic ability. Aoi, the childlike one of the group, who continually refers to herself in the third person and is obsessed with food, in contrast to Ibara, who injects herself with nutrients in the first episode, and who's also determined to convince herself that she is as human as possible, which could explain the food obsession. Then there's Taiko, the compassionate one of the group, who's good with animals and has increased vision. And finally, Colonel Onehei Mishima, the girl's handler, who they refer to as the vice principal because he was an instructor in the school in which they were raised. Now, the first thing about the series that really jumped out at me is the art style. It features extremely detailed and realistic-looking backgrounds, with characters that look very hand-drawn and are very heavily outlined, almost giving them a paper doll appearance. Now, I will admit that it did take me a while to get used to the art style, and it has allowed them to get away with some iffy animation from time to time. But now, by the end of the third episode, it's really grown on me and has become a strong stylistic element of the series. Now, one of the things that I've absolutely loved about the series from the beginning is the way that it's handled the life and death issues that the girls have had to handle while searching for survivors. These have run the gamut from the girls being told not to use a dose of Aether on a survivor in the first episode because he wasn't healthy enough to be worth it, to a parent sacrificing their own life to save their child, to the guilt of a scientist who feels responsible for the catastrophe. The series also does a beautiful job of illustrating the identity issues that the girls are facing. Being genetically engineered, the girls are often referred to as puppets or dolls, and Aoi even refers to herself as a doll in episode 2, which was really heartbreaking given her insistence on being as human as possible. Another great moment that really hit these issues home was when Ibara stated in an episode that if she can't rescue survivors, she really has no reason to live, because that's what she was designed to do. Now, a few more things that I found particularly interesting about the series are the way that the survivors have formed a community inside of Tokyo despite the radiation, the fact that several animals seem to be able to survive there, and the explanation for the name Coppelion. So far, the show has shown tremendous potential, and I'm really looking forward to seeing where it goes from here. Now, there were a number of action scenes that occurred in the trailer that have yet to occur in the series, and I'm a little concerned that it will lose its pathos in favor of action. But if it manages to add that action in without losing the pathos that it has, it could be absolutely brilliant. And like I said, either way, I'm really looking forward to seeing where it goes. Alright, so that's it for Coppelion. Join me next time when I'll be taking a look at Grave of the Fireflies. Until then, take a look down in the description and you'll find links to find Coppelion on Hulu, and the show on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, as well as my anime list and Crunchyroll profiles, and a link to Zombie Takeout, the Being Cult movie review podcast that I co-host and produce. So, until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Coppelion is set at least 30 years after Tokyo has been massively irradiated by a mysterious catastrophe. That's good.